EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
One, ready? 11, Thomas.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Burrow changing things up here. In motion, the tight end. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
11.
On second down, Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look.
11 MT tape. 11 MT Tate. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Let's go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you...
Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 87 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11.
In motion left is Higgins. And inside give, Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion left is Higgins. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Now Burrow. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
Gun. Dot. 12. Dot.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Flowers going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
And let's go.
Now Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12.
In motion goes the tight end.
11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and
11,
long.
11. 12. 11. 11. 11.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 11. 12.
Burrow looking to pass. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jackson on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing is Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals force the They'll take over at their own 27. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1, ready?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Jackson. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 3.
11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 32 yards. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Jackson's throw taken in by Samuel. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, Jackson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Lamar changing the play. On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll get this to Flowers, left side. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler from 3 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
11.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
11 MT. 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
1-1.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. This is Brown going up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Another run for Brown on second down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with third and 11 coming up. They go play action with Burrow. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Chase the motion man right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow going to change things up. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. And got his man complete. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals continue to pour it on here in the fourth. The York on now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. He completes it to Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
11 MT. Stop.
across the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
11 mighty. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. God. God.
On the handoff, this is Brown. Taking it right down Broadway. Through the middle of the field. How about this? He's to the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 78 yards. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game.